Hey guys, it's Anya. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm here today to talk about my empties. This is going to be, I guess, the 9th or 10th day. My sister stayed over yesterday, and I was going to record on Thursday. I just didn't get around to it. So this is my empties, and I do have a mixed variety here. My wax, vendor wax, and Scentsy, and also some oil bottles that I finished off. Oh, and I have to talk about. So if you're interested in seeing what I got through melting this week, then just stay tuned. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to start with Sensei, and I have 5 clams here, which I am glad I actually touched some more of my Sensei bars, which I'm very excited about. So some of these, yeah, the only one here I don't have notes on is Meant to Be Merry. But this is a butter cookie and like crushed peppermint, sugar. I love this one so much that I actually popped this in my club. I do really enjoy like a sweet peppermint type scent or strong peppermint scent. This one's lighter on the peppermint, which I enjoy also. I can get as like a solid 8-9 hours out of it before I become nose blind to it, but I do enjoy that. So I'm just glad I really needed it this week. So next up is Cozy Kitchen. And this is part of the Heatwave Wax collection, but this bar was also part of like the Winter Brick collection, and I opted to get it in bar form. And this is a warm up to a blissful batch of warm oats and brown sugar and a spicy cinnamon swirl. I don't know if I get oats in this. Ugh. I don't know what just fell down. I smell mostly like the brown sugar and the butter. And of course you get spice too. My favorite oat scent, it's not the same oat that they use in this, or if it is, I don't know. Apple and Oats was a really good bar, and Crumb Top, of course. But I think I have currently 2 of those in my club. I think I'm gonna cut it down to 1 just because it's gonna be spring and summer soon, so I'll just keep it at the 1 bar because I can do a whole bar out here in the living room. Or if I were being more conservative, I can do half a bar and just pick 4 warmers on opposite corners of the room, and I'll be good. Next up is King Cake. I finished off this bar, but I have to tell you, I mixed 4 cubes of amaretto from the Bring Back My Bar from last month, January, to kind of give me like almond croissant vibes. But let me just talk about this one. King Cake is a sweet crust of cinnamon and brown sugar coated with silky notes of golden butter. This smells like a warm pastry. Oh, it's so good. It's like the bakery notes of almond croissant without the almond. So that's where I threw in the amaretto. I did a 2 cube to 1 cube ratio. Use this whole bar and 4 warmers, like 2 cubes per 4 warmers, and then 1 cube of amaretto, part of those same warmers. And it was a very strong performer, but it fizzled out quickly. It didn't have like that hang time where you could get almond croissant. From my house, or my home, I get at least 36 hours worth, and then it tapers down. This one was like 8 hours. And then overnight, so like 14 hours, and it was gone by the morning. But I have opted to keep both of those in my club since I don't have almond croissant, and I have 2 bars of each to be able to enjoy it. Next up in my bedroom, I finished off Pink Coconut. And this is Sweet Raspberry, Earthy Pink Clay, Creamy Coconut, and Subtle Tahitian Vanilla. Okay, sorry guys. I had to pause the video and then take the phone out of the mount and then put it back in. So if it looks a little different, then that's why. Pink Coconut. This was the scent of the month, I think, last year, February, I think. I love this. I wish I would have been smart enough to get like the room spray. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's like a feminine, soft, clean type scent. Kind of like the same vibes that like Amazon Rain does. It's still fresh, but like soft. Not as in a soft performer, but just like it doesn't have any harsh notes in it. It's not woodsy. It's just really yummy, and I did enjoy this a lot. Again, this is Sweet Raspberry, Earthy Pink Clay, Creamy Coconut, and Subtle Tahitian Vanilla. Very, very delightful. And I have one more bar of that to enjoy this summer, or spring and summer. Next up is from the Wish collection, Magic in Every Wish. This is super yummy. This is lemon, lime, and sugar. And apparently I did something else. Oh, yes. Okay. I think it was like last weekend, or I need to put dates. I actually mixed this lemon lime with a vendor Swanky Candle. I'm sorry, Swanky Candle Co. Which this blend is. It was like a sample pack in like little gem shapes. Fresh squeezed oranges, satsuma, and salty sea air. This was an amazing melting day. Great to like reset my nose, and still in my wheelhouse. So I love citrus. These two were absolutely fantastic. And actually I did end up taking it out before it was finished. And I re-poured the melted wax from my warmers into like a mini loaf tin that I have extra, just to finish it off. So that way I am not wasting still scented wax. So I'm very, very excited about those. Next up, I'm gonna do my oils. These are the little 1 ounce bottles. I had poured, what was in it? Oh, yes. Okay. Graham cracker, a smoked vanilla, and a toasted marshmallow scent. Also inspired by something that Jennifer had poured from L3 Waxy Wonders. I had to know what it smelled like. This graham crackers oil is going to be a definite repurchase. It smells like the legit thing, and this would be a great scent note to add into like bakery blends, even with some type of like musky scents. I think it would be fantastic. Definitely want to get that one again. And this one is really good too. This is from the Flaming Candle. One of those is leaking on me. Might be the graham cracker. Smoked vanilla type. I believe this was the Bath & Body Works dupe. This one smells to me like, kind of like Marshmallow Fireside. It has a little bit more woodsy undertone to it. Marshmallow Fireside without like the marshmallow. You're getting like the hints of the vanilla notes and then that toasted cedar wood. Yeah, that's basically what I pick up in this, and it's just, it's awesome. I'm going to be getting more of that. I do have another one from a different vendor. Another one. I know I have two, at least 1 or 2 more left. I know I should have one more from Flaming Candle, and then I have another one from, it's either Maple Street Candle Co. or somebody else. Anyway, to play around with. So those are the oils that I finished off this week. Let me pull out my vendor wax here. Keep mine separate. I'll do mine last, basically. That's mine, not mine. Okay. Also got through a bag. This is just the 100 count. They were out of the 250 count, so they get, instead of like 3 of those, they gave me 6 of these in my pickup order. Whatever. Just finished another bag of those. Here I have a strawberry white cake from Kay's. I was gifted this from Christine. This is so yummy. This is like fresh macerated strawberries and white cake. Very delicious. It did very well for me in the living room. And I did 2 cubes in my tea light and then 1 cube in 4 other electric warmers. my Scentsy warmers, and it threw beautifully. I love that one. Okay, I don't have any duplicates. I don't know what that one is from. Okay, so samples. Waxy Toffee. I tried out Lucky Charmed yesterday in my tea light. This smells just like a fresh box of Lucky Charms. You get that buttery oat type note with the marshmallow. Cereal, it's fantastic. It did beautifully. In fact, yesterday, my sister came over yesterday and stayed the night and then left just a little while ago. Her explaining what she's been dealing with in her personal life kind of just overwhelmed me as a kind of empath that I am. I got overwhelmed with her emotions expressing herself, and I didn't warm anything else in the warmers. I just did the tea light because I just didn't want to. Anyway, I digress. The scent is delicious. Want to get it again. Oh, this one was so good. From Rainbow Melts, Summer gifted this to me. This is Berry Spooky Zucchini. It wasn't a mini loaf. I think it was a shape. I melted this 2 days in a row. Yeah, 2 days in a row. And it's zucchini, blueberry, and wild berry mousse. Fan-freaking-tastic. This one, oh, it was so good. Like, it made my mouth water. It's heavier on that blueberry. Wild berry mousse kind of comes out in the background, but the zucchini and the cereal notes kind of just give it that, like, extra, like, carby type scent. Such a banger too. I didn't even put much in my warmers, and it was just throwing beautifully. The wax or the dye that was used, though, it dyed my dish. My dish is like this pretty raspberry color. I don't hate it. I just cleaned it out with some rubbing alcohol while the warmer dish was still warm. It came right off, so really did enjoy that one. Oh, what did I do with this? Well, there were 2 cubes of this 6-pack of Strawberry Bliss and Strawberry Zucchini from That Smell Good shop. I know it had to have been this one. So I did 1 cube in 2 different warmers, and then I had finished off this loaf, so I kind of melted this on the same day. This is strawberry jam, cream cheese frosting, and sugared shortbread from L3 Waxy Wonders. Can I just say I'm kind of gutted that she is deciding to close her shop in September. I just need to be decisive on what I purchase, but that being said, she has some of my favorite things. For her blending of different scents, like different oils, kind of like opened my eyes to certain varieties that I like. And yeah, she's affordable. It's kind of like a fun little splurge to be like, yeah, I can put in like a $60 order and get a crap ton of stuff and enjoy it. Anyway, so Jennifer is going to be taking a step back to focus more on her and her health, which I'm all for that. I'm all for, you know, taking care of you. So that being said, I am still sad that she's closing, but I do have like 7 more months to be able to purchase from her before she shuts down for good. So that being said, this loaf I got in the D-Stash was a friggin' banger. The strawberry jam in this is prominent, but that sugared shortbread just butters it up, and it was just delightful. When I loaded the dishes for the warmers, I got a solid 48 hours out of that, and I never turn these things off unless I like have company and they're sleeping here in the living room. So I would definitely get that one again. I love her strawberry jam. And it's also very satisfying to finish off a loaf. Did this in my kitchen. This is Fantasy Wax pumpkin bread. I think it's one of those like bunt shapes, but it was like a big one. This was very, very nice. Not super strong though, not super bready, but you could tell it was like a pumpkin bread oil or scent, and it was very lovely. Did enjoy that one as well. In my bedroom, another L3. Today is October 3rd. Love that blend. Mixed with warm vanilla sugar. The warm vanilla sugar mixed with that Palo Santo. Just kind of gave it like a warm, cozy, but sweet type scent with the woodsy undertone. This warm vanilla sugar though has more musk in it, or more amber. It gave it more perfumey vibes, but it was still beautiful. Did perfectly in my bedroom, and this was like a puppy pack, also gifted from Summer. And then two last things here. I don't know where this came from, but it was in a grab box basically that Summer gave me. This is lavender, marshmallow, and cherry vanilla swirl. This was like a Ouija board shape that I cut in half, and I used it in my bathroom. Not very memorable, didn't last very long, I don't think. I know I put it in. I got more of the lavender marshmallow in that, so that's okay. That's where I test scents. If it's just like a one-off, I'm gonna put it in the bathroom. This one was fantastic. This is from Sweet 2 Cents, lemon lavender shortbread. I need this in my life, or need to blend something like this in my life. Lemon and lavender is fantastic combination. And then you throw in that buttery shortbread cookie. This is to die for. Well, I don't want to be like using that verbiage, but this is fantastic, and I would love to get this again. And the lavender in this is more herbal leaning, but sometimes with like butter, sugary type notes, and the lemon based on the kind of lemon notes that are either in the oil blend itself or the scent blend, just pair very well with that herbality that lavender can have. And that is it for Vendor. And I did enjoy that one. I think I had that one on maybe the same day that I was doing that lemon lime. Maybe I did on my tea light. I wish I need to take notes. We see how well I've done. When you track my videos, you can see I don't take notes. Okay, and then finally I did test out some more of my waxes. Some of these are labeled, some of them not, some of them handwritten. Basically, notes for myself to remember what's in them. And then two, I had poured some stuff for like future purchases for my shop. So I'm going to talk about this one. This one, I don't have a laser jet, I have an ink jet. So, and these are not waterproof labels. Just you can see. So this is Cosmic Laundry Day. This is basically apple, mango, tango, Baja cactus blossom, and cotton candy. And I poured it in like this neon wax. I love this in the bathroom. I love apple, mango, tango. In fact, if I were to, I like the Gain products because they're not like the white floral. They're fresh, but also fruity or citrus leaning. Baja cactus blossom to me was also kind of like a fruity floral type note, and mainly what you get in this blend was the apple, mango, tango. But then you get like kind of like an agave type note with that Baja cactus blossom. What did I say? Agave? And it's sweetened up with that cotton candy. It's just basically trying to come up with a laundry blend that not only do I like, but that someone else may also like as well. Solid performer too. Like I put one piece in with like a bun shape, and would go for 2 days in my bathroom, and that's just one like wax load. Like I didn't change it out. I love that. Okay, I guess we'll talk about these two. So another citrus break or citrus refresh, fruity refresh from something other than bakery. And this is a blend that I did, and I think I mentioned it before, but this is Blue Raspberry Snow Cone Boardwalk Taffy, both Bath & Body Works types, and Saltwater Taffy. I'm calling it Heatwave Cooldown. So I had dehoused it from my clam, because I was also trying out like the tie-dye or marbled look. Not really like researching on techniques, so it was just kind of like a trial and error. And then basically the dye was pulled at the bottom of the wax, so the scent smelled amazing. I just didn't want anyone to get dye on their fingers. it's not like permanent, but you know, I wouldn't want to, it would turn me off as a customer. So anyway, this is so freaking good. This one was inspired by one of the scents that Erica had poured for her carnival sampler. Blue raspberry snow cone is like up here compared to like blue raspberry slushy or any other blue raspberry notes. I am loving this. When I got from my first big, when I got my big melter, my wax melter for pouring wax, that was the first batch I did. I did a whole pound worth of this scent combination or blend. And I'm very glad to have more of that to enjoy during the summer, but I have plans on getting bigger bottles of that oil, so I can also do it for the future. Oh, next, this was a variation on a strawberry jam that I did. I really should do these in bags instead of clams and not waste them on myself. Yeah, this is just like Harper James's strawberry jam, or even like a little sweeter, but it smells like sugary, syrupy, fresh sliced strawberries that you're about to make jam with. And you guys know I'm obsessed with strawberry jam scents. Very happy that turned out very well. And I did this one bar in my entire open concept and lasted 12 hours. Very happy with that as well. What is this one? Oh, this was a bag of leftover from a blend that I was helping Summer kind of like see if it's something that she was wanting to try in wax form. So it was Lost Cherry and Tobacco Vanilla, both Tom Ford type oils, 50-50, and then also one I did 60-40, more heavy on the Tobacco Vanilla and that 60-40 blend. And this was so pretty. I'm so obsessed. But Lost Cherry is like amazing to me. And I've never smelled the perfume, so I'm going only based on what these two smell like. I loving this, and it did so good. This one was a bedroom melt, and it was 3 little stars, probably about the size of like this bottle cap, and I scented my bedroom for 2 days. Loved how that one went. And then lastly, I did this, I think, yesterday, and then also some additional pieces of strawberry pound cake. This is my pour of the bundt shapes in strawberry pound cake and Palo Santo. And in mine, I did a little heavier handed with the strawberry pound cake and like a hint of the Palo Santo. So freaking good. I love strawberry pound cake. Oh, and I had 2 other pieces, or 2 warmers left, so I put in 2 pieces of strawberry pound cake from Kay's Scented Melts. And every day is better with strawberry pound cake, I'm just saying. And that is it, you guys. That is what I have melted through Empties this week. I don't feel like I've melted a whole lot. Yeah. It's not as intense as it was like the last week, but I did melt some more Scentsy, so I did like that part. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And if you haven't heard by now, Julie and Tyrell Gebchek from Sassy Girl Aroma, devastating news yesterday. She had posted that 10 minutes after locking up for the day, she gets a call that her store is on fire. There's still some assessments needed, but it was mentioned in her post or something that somebody mentioned there was a gas leak. Her entire store is at a total loss. So if you are the praying type, positive thinking, if you could just keep them in your thoughts and prayers. It's always nice knowing when people are praying for you and you didn't really ask for it. So to be losing so much within the last 2 months, I cannot imagine how that feels. But my heart goes out to her, and they're in my thoughts and prayers today. I've said quite a few prayers over their family, and I just hope you guys do the same. On a nicer note, you guys check back in later on, and I will be sure to let up more contact. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and please leave a comment down below. I do my best to get that answered within a timely manner. Sometimes my phone does not let me reply, so I have to charge my laptop if I want to go onto my account on YouTube to try to reply to comments. So if you don't hear back from me the same day that you replied or left a comment down below, please know I'm trying my best. Again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you. Take care. If you are interested in seeing what I got through, just no.